blessed morning. And there's a reason why I'm doing this video. There's a reason why I'm making this content. I have noticed that since I've been speaking upon the existence of the creator, and I have been talking about spiritual foundation and civilization that existed way before us, and how mankind and other civilization was a destruction of themselves. I noticed that a lot of these big platforms and individuals that have big channels and followers and stuff like that, they've been basically coming at me. They've been saying the opposite of what I'm seeing, and they've been lying and deceiving the people. And they've been doing this for years and years and months and weeks and weeks. I'm not saying that they met an individual like me. I don't toot my horn. I give all glory and praise and, and everything that I have owned, everything that I have done in my life to the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. This is actually true fact. But since I've been active in talking about many other topics, these individuals been popping up on my feed, been popping up basically lying about the creation of mankind, lying about the creator, the Alpha Omega, and everything in existence. And I noticed that there's always an opposite. Like I told you, is belief and non-belief. It always been that way. It always been started off with belief first. It started off with belief. We have to understand that. You understand? It started off with belief. It's always belief. It's always the oneness of the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence, the Almighty, who created everything in existence that you can think of. Right? I have noticed that these individuals been coming at me, and they've been saying the opposite of what I'm seeing. Right? In my thumbnail, it has the worship of this cult. Right? And a large, it has a large group, a large following that believes in this barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life entity. And human beings is at the forefront of carrying the torch, right? Of this barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life has led these human beings down a very, very dark path of existence. And the bottom line is that they will never transcend, they will never transcend to beyond this earth. Nobody will. All the doors and all the gates has been closed. Has been closed. Basically, if he will it, he will it. He will allow you to come in. Basically, I have noticed that a lot of these cults are coming at me, and yeah, I'm gonna take on the challenge, and I'm gonna take it up, and I'm gonna speak up against what's right and what's wrong, and I'm going to basically um crush falsehood, crush misguidance, crush misinformation, crush all of these things which is leading the people of all civilizations around the world of non-existent and unbelief. I'm gonna crush that basically, right? And one of the ways of me crushing this is showing you a video that I'm going to show right now of one of the big supporters of this cult of living this dark, demonic, evil, twisted way of life, barbaric, evil, right? And uphold this entity, which is your enemy. This entity is a human being enemy, basically. This entity in human beings been trying to dethrone the creator since the creation of mankind. And it lies to you and it deceives you for fame, fortune, and riches. Then it places your soul in a very, very dark place. And it gives you certain secrets, right? And certain information and guidelines that most human beings don't know, basically, because they're not in tune with the spirituality, because the objective is to get your spirituality to be dumb, deaf, and blind. Do you understand that? So you can rely on this entity and those that hold the benefit which the creator sent down for the benefit of mankind, basically. This is what it does. It does this. And I want you to understand this from a spiritual realm, from a spiritual existence, right? The key is spirituality, to worship the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. That is the key, is to get back to where we came from, to get back on where we belong. And that's beyond the zones of the earth and heaven and everything in existence. This is the actual true facts. So they're going to keep giving this false narrative, and they're going to keep preaching lies upon lies, misguided, dealing with the black arts of magic, dealing with deception, and dealing with what? Fame, fortune, and riches, and try to debase you so you can come calling to them, praying to them, and asking them to give you a few crumbs. Come on. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into one of the biggest leaders that led the footsteps, right, of this barbaric, evil, twisted mindset, devil, demon, and what he said on his deathbed. Come on, we're gonna get into this, man. We definitely gonna get into this, and we need to get into this so the people can know, so the people can see. You know why? So the people can gravitate towards light, guidance, information, and to level us up and stand up on the up to God right ones. That's right, the righteous, ancient ancestors that led a campaign to go against this barbaric, evil, twisted mindset. Come on, we're gonna get into this right now.
And for a Satanist at the time of death, it's a great victory for them because death is a huge thing that they celebrate. And he was getting ready to die and pass on his powers and that. And on his deathbed, he must have got some revelation or an angelic appearance or something. And he went into shock and he said, "Oh my, oh my, what have I done?" He said, "There's something very wrong. There's something very wrong. There's something very wrong." Wow. And his whole life had been spent organizations for Satanism. And then at the end of his life, he gets this light that comes to him. And everything that he built, he realized was wrong.
The Bible says every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord, even Anton LaVey. Subscribe to learn more and watch the video below. Anton LaVey, the scary-looking guy, the founder of the Church of Satan, had some final words. You won't believe this.
He was on his deathbed, and for a Satanist at the time of death, it's a great victory for them because death is a huge thing that they celebrate. And he was getting ready to die and pass on his powers and that. And on his deathbed, he must have got some revelation or an angelic appearance or something. And he went into shock and he said, "Oh my, oh my, what have I done?" He said, "There's something very wrong. There's something very wrong. There's something very wrong." Wow. And his whole life had been spent organizations for Satanism. And then at the end of his life, he gets this.
Okay. Now you see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm over here sweating. Every time I talk about certain things, I sweat, I get hot, I get fire inside of me, literally, because to speak up against this barbaric, evil, twisted way of life, it's my destiny and it is my goal. And this is what I need to do to save each and every one to not follow in the footsteps of this entity, right? Now, this is one of the biggest individuals that led a campaign, right, to try to dethrone the creator and everything in creation, right, against mankind with this entity. You are mankind. Why are you trying to lead a campaign to destroy your own creation, to destroy your own race, to destroy your own makeup, which the creator blessed upon us, which the creator himself duplicated himself and breathed the spirit inside of you. For him to be on his deathbed, to see actually, like Ramesses did, he said, "Now I believe, I believe, I believe." What have you done? You have led a campaign, right? And knowing, understanding that this entity backdoored you. He backdoored you. Now you know the reality, the existence the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence. That's an actual true fact. And this is coming from a spiritual realm. And this is going to everybody that leads a campaign that goes against the creator, the Alpha Omega, and everything in creation. Do you understand that? This has been a plan for this demonic, evil, twisted, barbaric way of life to mislead and misguide mankind. We are the art. We are the enemy of this entity. We are the enemy. You are the enemy because you have right. Because you know why? You have the Almighty attributes. You have the Almighty, right? You have the Almighty powers of what? There's no beginning and there's no end to you. There's no beginning and there's no end to you. You hear me say it again? There's no beginning and there's no end to you. Your spirit. Your spirit, there's no beginning, there's no end because it cannot be destroyed. It's eternal. You are already eternal. Do you understand that? You're internal already. There's no beginning, there's no end to you. Your spirit, it is the creator, and the creator is you. Do you understand that? And when you connect with him, you'll become one. It's only the physical that has a beginning and end. Do you understand that? The physical has a beginning and end, and the creator knew exactly what he was doing when he created mankind. But we are the highest form of creation beyond the angels in this entity, right? This entity been up beyond the zones of heaven for many, many, many years. Him and his community, his society is a lot. Was a lot of them there. A lot of them. He just wasn't the only one there. He was never an angel. Do you understand that? He was among the angels and teaching the angels, and they were sharing information about the Creator. They was worshiping Him morning, noon, and night. Yes, they stayed in worshiping him, and this entity wasn't worshiping him. He got mad because the creator created Adam. That's an actually true fact. And when he said, "What is wrong with you that you didn't bow down?" Because everything in creation bowed down to Adam. That's why the angels actually said, "Would you create one that would shed blood and do mystery?" He said, the creator said, "I know what you know not." Because what they saw it, what these entities was doing upon the earth. They was shift changing. They was going to animals, killing animals, having sex with animals. That's where that come from. Having sex with snakes and animals and birds and bees, destroying the ecosystem. They was doing a campaign because they have free will, but they didn't have the spirit of the creator. They of the Hun fire Hun, be and it is. We're not. We're not of the Hun fire Hun. We was actually created by the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence, which duplicate the spirit, which cannot be destroyed. So we already internal. We already immortal. Do you understand that? Our spirits are immortal, cannot be destroyed because it's actually the creating, the creators us. So being that this entity know that he taught man that in order to dethrone the creator, in order to become the Alpha Omega, we got to kill him and change the narrative of creation of mankind and everything in existence. Kill off all the animals, have sex with animals. This barbaric, evil, twisted way of life, they've been wreaking havoc. This entity in mankind out of ignorance and knowledge because fame, fortune, and riches is blinding them. This is actual true facts, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. This man was on his deathbed and he saw the truth. He saw it. What have you done? You know what you've done. You've been leading the campaign of trying to destroy and kill the creator from the beginning. You know he exists. You know he exists. And a lot of people out in this world know that he exists, but they rather go with this barbaric, evil, twisted mindset for fame, fortune, and riches. They got to keep procreating beef, procreating murder, procreating murder, death, kill, amongst the community to get many souls, to get many spirits along with him so he could try to overthrow the creator. This is an actual true fact. So I had to speak up against this, and I had to make basically a video, and I had to basically make what content about this because they keep coming after me. And a lot of other people that know me keep sending me videos of these individuals talking about me. People are talking about me in the street. They are using my slogans and everything. So it's getting out. The information is getting out. It's changing. Little by little, it's changing. People, places, and things. It's changing your heart. It's changing your soul. It's changing your mind and understanding. And this is my objective. I'm doing my job. So please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now that's taking up the task to do what? To wage war against these individuals. Y'all have an amazing day. Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace.